'98. They've been, because they started off as a hardware company. They started as a skate hardware company, and then they just started making dope shit. You know, they had the skate team was crazy. They had number OGs on the skate team. So Diamond been out there for a while. So is Crooks and Castles. A lot of companies.
That's another brand that came to mind, and the reason why I heard of both Diamond and Crooks and Castles. Mm-hmm. I want to say I started seeing it where I actually went out and bought stuff maybe like in 12 or 13.
Yeah.
Because that's when they were really hitting. That's when you started seeing them on Zoomies.
Yeah, that's when they started hitting the big spots. But before that, they were in like boutiques because like either the price point or just like a lot of brands didn't know who you were. Like you was like a California brand.
Yeah.
Or
demand for it.
It was no demand for it. There was no awareness.
Right.
But once just like once you put that work in, you know, and you really put your brands, and sometimes it's going on the right people's backs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's how you get your brand out, because if your designs are dope, You just need to get more people out there to see it. And sometimes it's the right person to get it on, and sometimes you can sell out overnight. It's possible.
So that was in '01 when you started doing that, and then what happened?
No, it was like I want to say 2008, 2009. I want to say 2008. Me and my bro, we just I just really wanted to do my own thing. I mean, we had it going, and I really feel like we can get that popping at any point in time. Again, I mean, but I think we just had like just different ideas.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even different ideas. There's different expectations of the brand.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but I just like, I'm starting my own brand, you know, and you know.
Maybe just a different energy.
It's not even different, because like me and him, we're like very technical.
Okay.
We're very technical, and like when I met my homie, because like I'm the type of person, I have no problem saying, like, if I see a dope outfit, I'm like, yo, your outfit is dope, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I have no problem doing it.
Right.
And so my homie, he had this he had these red and black the Jordan the patent of the 11s, and he had this brand. It may be defunct. I'm not sure now, but it was a brand called Rogue Status, and it was the brand that Rob Dyrdek had. So the dude that was on Robin Big, he used to wear these shirts that had all these guns on it, and it was called a gun show. There's all these types of guns on it. It was called Gun Show, and it was red and black. And my partner, he had the unit was matching, and it was on point. And I haven't seen anybody with Rogue Status down here, so I was just like, yo, that's super dope. And after that, we just been kicking it. You know, we was like in the same, I think it was the same pre-cal class or something, a pre-algebra. We was in the same class, and after that we just been hanging. It was a kind of amazing.
That's crazy. A friendship starting off an outfit. That's
you know,
But that's how it works, though.
Yeah.
You know what? And the irony of it, I'm not sure if you guys know about the Hundreds. It's a brand called the Hundreds. They have one of their big logos is called the Atom Bomb.
Okay.
So, and it's actually the one I got on my arm right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Man, you're legit on it.
Well, you know, like sometimes when brand loyalty is something else, you know what I'm saying? When you believe in a brand.
Which leads me on to, man, you got some loyal fans out there. I saw that post where they got the tat with the show love.
That's my bro. I haven't got one yet. I've been waiting for I've been thinking about the right spot. You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about the right spot to get it.
And those are fans, right?
That's
family.
That's family. But they're fans. But they like you know, they love the brand. They love what the brand's about. They love, you know, just how I present it, you know.
Okay.
So, and with that, it's just support, you know, like you know, like, and I take, you know, you don't
That's
gotta.
some serious stuff, though, man. Like, ink, at least.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, with that design, it's so much with that design that goes into it. It's really like a reminder.
Right.
That one, especially because it's like a boomerang.
Right.
And it says show love on it. And so what the concept is, you put love out there, it's gonna come back to you.
Wow.
You know, and the thing is about, you know, you wanna always move from like the kindness of your heart. You know, you wanna make sure you have a positive output on basically everything you can possibly have. I know sometimes you just negative and I need to clear it out. I don't need to be around nobody. Like, yo, I'm negative. This is just what I am right now. But when you do a lot of things, you wanna do it from a good place in your heart, because the thing is about showing love. You know, once you put that out there in the universe will always give it back to you.
Right.
It may not be how you want it, but it happens exactly when you need it.
There you go.
So I really believe in it. I've been a reciprocation of love being shown, and I also been a donator of love. I give it out there, and it's not
both ways.
It got to go both ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a boomerang. A boomerang don't come back to you unless you throw it.
Right. There
You know, so yeah, I try to with my designs, I try to put
meaning behind it.
It has to be a meaning behind it, and it has to be something that relates to me.
Okay.
So
well,
when you separated and you started your own deal, that's when your name started, or
so after we separated, Dangerous Advance, like it wasn't, you know, he was like, all right, cool, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't tripping. He had his own stuff he was working on too, so it wasn't like
amicable.
That's still my brother. We still came on. He still came over, kicked it, went over designs with me. You know what I'm saying? So he was still he still had teeth in the game. You know, so it wasn't like, oh man, rocking with you no more like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, he knew what it was just cool.
Respect.
It was respect. It was love. That's my brother.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So after that, I'm a really big history buff. I like history.
Okay.
I wanted to name my brand something that was elusive, because that's kind of the person I am. I wouldn't say I'm elusive, but I want a deeper meaning into the brand, you know. And it was at that point in time, it was so many. I mean, there's still a lot of clothing brands out here, but I wanted mine to stand. My goal was for my name to stand out, and the brand name to stand out. And once the brand name stood out, I'll be able to, you know, bring you in deeper and like, oh, okay, you know. I just wanted to come with it.
You better not use that voice again.
Yeah.
You better have to hold her down.
You better hold that. You better practice on my voice. Bring it back. Oh shit! I hang out with you. You're teaching me a few things.
Hey, whatever I can, cause
you want another vocal range on me.
You know what? I try to do it. I try to do what I can.
Did you catch it? No, you didn't.
No, it's like turn down the bass, turned up the bass.
You know, I used to always, I used to always think I used to always listen to Marco Spoon at night. You know what I'm saying? When they used to do like the Quiet Storm, you know, they have a 102 on, you know, they playing something smooth. I'm just like, you know, I wasn't doing that at that point in time, but at the same time, the vibe was definitely apparent. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I used to always think of me being like a DJ. I mean, like a radio personality at night, and I used to call myself Cool Breeze. So I was like, it's your man, Cool Breeze.
Take us into the next song.
Hey y'all, we got some. We just been dropped off a fifth of Hennessy and some Coke. Y'all wanna come through and come chill? Y'all come through. If not, I'm gonna put these smooth tunes on for the next 2 hours. I'm gonna sit back here and drink. Y'all tap in if y'all want to. So I used to always like play these smooth DJ like thoughts in the back of my head. It was just funny. I used to, but it was. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed tapping into different parts of my mind. So, you know, it's just, you know, you wanna. I try to like hit all these different things in my head, in my brain, because sometimes I just feel like you don't never gotta do it, but you can always play into it. You know what I'm saying? You can get in the mirror, you know, and freestyle and rap. You know, you gotta enjoy this life. Yeah. You gotta enjoy this life, no matter what nobody think, because you know. How a person thinks is based on their personal experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's never really based on, you know, you. You know, you might think you know me, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta take some time, get to know me. You know what I'm saying? And then and that's my whole thing. I wanna be like that. I wanna be able to show the growth just through personal, like past experiences to now. You know what I'm saying? So, so I wanted the brand name initially. It was called Croatoan. Croatoan. So
like the missing people, right?
Exactly. Right. See, the thing is, like, you know what? It was crazy. Okay, so, but the thing is, so the baseline of this was the word Croatoan. So back in the early settlement, America settling days, when they first came across the pond, and they had the settlers. It was like towards like the Virginia area. Somewhere off the coast, and like a settling party, they ran out of food.
I think it was 3 ships. 3 ships, and so they landed on an island, and they settled there. And the captain of the ship was like, okay, y'all stay here, make a settlement. I'm gonna be back. Well, he took a little bit longer, but on his return with more ships and more food,
Yeah, because they were running out.
he arrives and there's no one, nothing. But we're talking about children, families, men. It was like 3 ships.
Yeah.
And no trace of them, nothing. And I think they settled, they're trying to find out, and even they disappeared as well. And the only thing they could find was was it a tree bark or on a stone?
A tree trunk.
They found the words Croatoan.
Carved in it, that was it.
That's all they know. Like it's a mystery.
So now the islands is called the Croatoan Islands.
Well, like my initial question is like, all right, well, who wrote that? The first
Nobody
settlers
knows.
or the second settlers?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Because there's no trace of anything. Like, it wasn't like a natural disaster. That, like, it could have been Indians. It could have been aliens. It could have been they just starved. But even then, there's no bodies.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
No bones. Nothing.
Man.
So yeah, it was. Yeah.
I should have paid attention to history class.
You know what? Like, I always liked history and social studies. I told myself if I was rich, my family was rich, and I didn't have to really think about like the whole money concept, I would have went to school as a history major and just like got like a lot of different focuses, African American, ancient like Egypt, not ancient Egypt, but like Egyptian, like
early
ancient,
humanities.
like early humanities, and also even Greek mythology.
Okay,
I would have
that's
got
awesome,
that.
man. I think that would be interesting.
Very.
But Croatoan, why? Like, what would have been your definition behind it?
It was just mysterious. It doesn't have any name to it.
Okay.
It's.
Don't be using your voice on me, Chris. Don't be. You're gonna get in trouble, boy.
See, it's that Tito.
It is.
That Tito.
Try not to flirt, but it's just very hard.
But if y'all want to send y'all's voice clips, y'all can send them to her.
Yeah, I'm a tester.
We'll put her email in the link below. I want them sending that shit to me.
And get nothing but these smooth, silky voices. You know what? I'm gonna use this for myself. I'm gonna try to hit that vocal range right there. That sounds like.
Hey, can y'all record me a voice reader so I can put it on my yeah? And they call me. You reached Noe's phone.
Hey man, I'm gonna send you some money back. I'm gonna borrow this, man. But
how long did that last, Croatoan? Or did you keep it or no?
It actually lasts probably about a couple months, to be honest, because like you think about a name and then you gotta vet it out, and I didn't properly vet the name out.
Okay. It's a tough one though.
It's a tough one, but and that's why I was like, man, ain't nobody rocking with this name. So I got on this t-shirt. For him because I was at the point where like, okay, it's time for me to start making some designs. So let me start seeing like what shirts are popping out in the streets. Like what are the most premium shirts you can get, but also they won't break the bank.
Right.
And so I was like, all right, I got on. I changed my, hit my. This was back when you had forums and you had to actually do like some light coding, like to like insert your name of your clothing company, and then you had like the brackets and stuff you had to put in at the bottom of it for your for the
title description.
The title description, but you had on the forums and you had your avatars and stuff like that. Right. You had to do like some light coding to put that, like do that.
I call it MySpace coding.
Yeah, it's like MySpace. Exactly.
You gotta code your own page.
You had to put this stuff in the footer. That's the word I was thinking for it. But this dude had hit me up on the side, and he was like, this was after me like asking questions for like a month. Dude hit me up on the side. He was like, hey man, I got a clothing company named Croatoan, and like he said, I was in Arizona, and I was like, and he's like, and you can have all this, like I got shirts and printing stuff, like blank shirts. He's like, I can't really do it because my wife said I couldn't. I was like, oh, all right then.
Well, I like the honesty.
Yeah, no. I was like, all right, cool, man. Good luck. And after that, I changed my name. The name. I was like, all right. I'm not fighting with the name. Like, nah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, that's messy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want no static. It's plenty more names. And and like I've always been in love with the Spanish culture, and just me just being from Houston and being in Texas, you are deeply immersed in it regardless.
Right.
Regardless. So, And like at that point in time, I took up, and when I was in high school, I took up to like Spanish 3. And you know what I'm saying, I speak a little Spanish, you know what I'm saying, just to keep me out.
Don't talk to her in Spanish with that deep voice.
I want no problem.
Bad Bunny, what? You have to stop.
It's that Tito. Tito's know what they was doing. They make
Unofficial sponsor today.
Right? Right. Hey, I need to send some bottles here now. You know, these girls some coupons.
Hey, the guest is calling you out, Tito. What's up?
I'm just saying, we Texas and everything. I don't know, we ain't got no bottles yet anyway. But
Oh yeah.
I gotta fix my laptop.
no, but you know, but once I got over that name quickly, but at the same time I was like, man, I really want my company to be special. And I was thinking about special clothing company. And I was just like, nah, it's not good enough.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to stand out, I want it to be special, but like, hey, my clothing company is special. And my clothing company name is Special Clothing Company. I was like, ooh. I was like, no, let's go back to the board. And I was like, hold on, man, we gotta tap into a whole other side you've been exposed to. And I was like, Especial. I was like, ooh, it sounds good.
It sounds good.
It sounds good. So I was like, and I was telling myself, I was like, okay, here's something special.
I know why she's laughing, because you said it with that deep voice.
I've been working on it though.
You saw like his voice went like an octave lower when he said it in Spanish.
I don't want no problems. But I was telling myself like, yo, here goes something special. Here goes something especial. Like, and once you hear those right next to each other, you already know which one. Right?
Yeah.
Like it's like that's a rent. And so I started just drawing the word out. You know, just looking at it. I was like, oh man, it's gonna be pop. But at the same time, I already knew it was gonna be a parent hill for everybody to get over. With me being straight up, I haven't checked my background, my cultural background, but I have no Spanish. The most Spanish I have in my family at this point is my daughter's mom. Okay. She's half Cuban.
Oh, okay.
So but this was I just been deeply allured to that, right. And it was just what it was. You just go to things that you're attracted to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like no matter what, So with that being said, it just kept on like standing on me, I started drawing, and I was like, oh man, this look good.